Welcome back to the Generation Y. You're with me, Scott Sinjeta Keita. Remember, to join the conversation, you can go to our Facebook page, TVC Kenya, the Generation Y. Our Twitter handle at Keita Scott at TVC Kenya. Of course, keep the conversation alive. We're talking about the culture of entrepreneurship among young people. Have they embraced it? And with me is Cephas and David from the AFRIQUE Ventures, Young Entrepreneurs Expo, of course. And before we went on break, tukamongia about culture ya my youths, if they have embraced that. But let us look at now the kind of challenges that come into ensuring that culture is cultivated and it survives. Capital, access to capital. Is it a guarantee for like success? Ukipatiwa do, you're good to go. David?
It's not. From my point, it's not, because unaweza poa pesa mingi but mismanage. The greatest asset, even the greatest entrepreneur, Kina Bill Gates, will tell you, is that particular idea that you have. If you have that idea, you'll make it work. You'll find a way. You'll find a way of financing it even with 100 shillings. Financing it to 1,000 bob, and then after it grows, you're looking into ways of putting more. But even if you're given 5 million and you don't have a great idea, what happens? You'll end up bankrupt again.
Exactly.
That's why you find in most young people, you're doing the wrong thing. You want to copy me, so you go to the bank, get financed. Then all of a sudden bank kick on your neck. They want your car, they want your office things, because you didn't have that idea. It was somebody else, or you copied. So the greatest asset is not even money. Is that thing that you want to do. Are you solving a problem? How viable it is? You have to research. Don't find somebody opening a supermarket and you want to own a supermarket first. Understand the chain. Understand how things work. If you're looking into going into IT, look at what the major player is doing. Are they what difference are you going to do?
That keeps solves a solution. Yeah. And looking at the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, what are some of those lessons that probably young entrepreneurs can learn when it comes to managing and, of course, making sure their businesses stay afloat?
Okay, if I can just add something small,
please do.
In the side of capital. I read something amazing yesterday that I feel I must share. It said that capital without mentorship is lost capital. If you give guys capital and you don't mentor them on how to do this, and then that is lost capital. Because if I can take this chance and talk about something that is happening in our country.
Of course.
There are so many funds for the youth.
Youth fund.
There's youth fund, there's Uwezo fund. Uwezo was given 30 billion this year.
Imagine.
And then there's the Women Enterprise Fund. And then there's this amazing thing that the government is doing through AGPO. The access to government procurement and opportunities whereby 30% of all procurement is given to the youth.
Exactly.
However, how has the uptake been? Very low.
Exactly.
Because we are given so much cash, but then we don't know how to use it. So if you can give these guys mentorship first, you show them this is how you write a business plan. This is how you grow your business. And then you give them a mentor, like I'm in IT, and then I meet with Masharia of 7 Cs, and then he tells me, for you to build an app, this is what goes on, this is how you debug, this is how you market it. Then I'll be able to take that 50,000, buy myself a laptop, create an app, and actually sell it. So if you give me capital, then you give me mentorship, then I'm going to be able to achieve whatever it is that I need to achieve. And that is where Young Entrepreneurs Expo comes in. We are giving guys mentorship. We are giving them networking. Because we have a segment where we call it the Startup Lounge, where you have an idea, you come and pitch it in front of guys, and then these guys are going to tell you, okay, this is amazing, but
they give you the buts.
Exactly. So you refine it, and then we hook you up with a mentor in your field, and then from there, that's they say it is history. So if I can go back to your question, Ole.
Back to my question now. What was the question?
I don't remember.
Anyway, we're talking about some of the lessons that young entrepreneurs can learn when it comes to management. Because was it the only lesson that they learned? Was the only lesson that they learned access to capital? Was that the only major thing that the GES 2015 brought to Kenya?
No. The GES 2015, number one, the biggest thing that I could say is that it highlighted Kenya in terms of there is so much talent in Kenya, and there are these amazing ideas in Kenya. And then with this, we can get a lot of FDI into Kenya.
FDI meaning?
The foreign direct investment, whereby we can attract a lot of these people from outside, and then they come into Kenya knowing that if I come with my money, I will find an amazing idea from M-Pesa. You know, those brilliant ideas from AFRIQUE, whereby like in Dubai, we were talking with Julius Kipngetich, the CEO of Equity Bank, and he's saying that in Dubai, the greatest thing that they've done is that they've encouraged a lot of FDI, whereby you come with you're a foreigner, you have an amazing, you have a lot of capital, and you have a business, then you come and invest in Dubai. But then when you invest, you have to make sure that in your board, you employ people from locals. Because like in Dubai, he was telling us there's 1 million the residents, those people who are born there. And then there's over 10 million foreigners. So basically, you're able to grow your country. So from GES, we're able to, you network in terms of, I'm a marketer, and this guy is in manufacturing. So we can build a company and then grow it. Number one, there was networking, and then there was mentorship. Able to follow amazing people. And then I was taught, that's why I'm talking so much about business plan, because I was taught how to write a business plan. And this is the most amazing thing. And then there's venture capitalists. These guys who come in, they pump money into your business, and then you're able to scale it. So I think that was from my side what really I learned from there.
Any lessons that you learned from the GES 2015 as a delegate?
The major thing is scaling your business up. Somebody told us, actually it was Julius Kipngetich, told us we have so many kiosks in Kenya, but you don't have many supermarkets. So you have this guy doing a branding company, but he's into small scale and a focus na people on the streets. He doesn't know he can go to a government institution and say, I want a branding partnership with you. He doesn't know he can go to another corporation and say, I want a big thing.
So lack of information.
Lack of information as well. And the most important thing is taking advantage of Kenya. Like I said before, all those companies can't be wrong setting headquarters in Kenya.
It's true.
US government can be wrong, the Kenya government can be wrong.
Having the GS 2015 year,
we already are powers, we're already top 4 in Africa.
Of course, the biggest growing economy.
And we don't have oil yet. That should tell you there's so many opportunities that you can pick up from anything. There's so many conversion of business. Then the other thing is just being diverse. I believe you can make it in any sector. We had people in fashion industry doing amazing stuff. Somebody already penetrating the commercial market. We have somebody else in IT doing amazing stuff. Somebody else in manufacturing. So don't just copy.
Bring out new ideas. Think outside the box.
Do anything can be a business.
Exactly.
As long as you know how to package it well and it's solving something in the society.
Anything can be a business. Now let us talk about teamwork, and especially for you guys having worked together. What's the main thing that, say, a team of young people should have or should ensure they have before they go into a business venture?
Number one, you must complement each other. Okay, you don't need to be a team whereby both of you are good in marketing. Then it will always be competition. But you need to complement each other. Like the best team is whereby you have one an innovator, and then number two a marketer, and then number three someone who is really good in branding. And then you can have number four someone who's good with people. And then because people you will realize that a lot of people who are good in innovating, they don't have people skills.
It's true.
And then you find that a lot of people who are very social, they are very low in innovating.
I guess it's a right brain, left brain thing.
So basically, when you're having a team, you need guys who are complementing each other so that you can build together. And then in a team, there's nothing like I. As in, it's all about we. Because the moment you start bringing the I part, then you bring down the team. And then you're as strong as the weakest link in your team. So if you can be able to bring all of you up, then you're going to have a strong team.
Was there any time you felt like this team wasn't working, you wanted to work on yourself, David?
I know.
I would love to hear that.
Of course.
I'll be honest. If you're in a right team, even when there are those times that I'm below the surface, like I'm like, hey, Cephas, we need to scale. We just need to drop this thing. Cephas anakwambia, let's struggle kidogo, see what happens. And there are those moments he's in that position and I'm up there. You get. So there's that cycle. If you're in the right partnership, there's those times that you want to quit, but your partner is like, let's keep strong. You see, then you're back to that the energy level. Then there's that oscillation again is there. You know, there's that times you don't want to meet a client, you're in those bad moods. Then he's in those psyched moods. So you just go in a meeting, pretending you're taking notes, you don't want to talk, just not to ruin anybody's mood. Then he's busy doing something else, you know. So when you're in right partnership, and teamwork comes with a lot of things. The first thing is respect. Like you have to respect the business itself and respect your partners. I wouldn't sleep and I know you're broke. Yeah. You get in that point?
Definitely.
I'm in the house just saying I'm chilling watching movies. I know the company doesn't have money. Because at the end of the day, we have our personal needs. Cephas needs to sort his bills. He needs to live a good life.
Yes.
I need to live a good life as well. So he can't be telling ananiambia tujue ameenda Naivasha, bali tutengeneze pesa ya Naivasha. Some ati amechukua holiday in the middle of nowhere.
It's true.
So there's that. The first thing that comes is respect.
And of course accountability. You keep each other.
I can't do something that I know it's going to affect negatively our business. So, and there's the most important thing he said, there's no I, it's we. It's
we or us.
Because a lot of times, a lot of these deals, they come on our personal lines. Like you call him and then he lets me know. And then there's always that possibility whereby neza kanyagia story, unajua? You're like, I get that
opportunity.
Especially in events, you find like an event is in the weekend. So neza kanyagia story, I go, I provide the sound, I provide the stage, I take the artist, then I take all the profit, you know? There's that possibility. But when you have the we before the I, then you will always succeed as a team.
Amazing stuff. I wish we could have more time to discuss all about entrepreneurship, but unfortunately we are out of time. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming through. It was such a pleasure to have you guys here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming through. And of course, it was a powerful conversation with David and Cephas talking about entrepreneurial culture in Kenya and of course focusing on young people and if they are aware of the entrepreneurial culture. Well, that's all the time we could have for. Of course, keep the conversation going on our Facebook page and our Twitter handle. And of course, we'll be seeing you next time.